Ah.
Welcome to SLPP Today. My name is Abu Hassan Kurma, publisher of SLPP Today at www.slpptoday.com. I'm happy to join with Mrs. Lulu Luseni Agba, a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party in North America, and specifically an executive in the Sierra Leone People's Party in the Washington Metro chapter. She was one of the candidates in the recently concluded SLPPNA convention elections. Today, I bring to you Mrs. Lulu Luseni Agba's words and ideas and hopes for the party in her chapter and in North America. Welcome to SLPP Today, Lulu.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Askia. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Well,
I'm happy to be here.
thank you. I'm happy that you're here too.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I was following, I know I have seen you at SLPP Washington, D.C. event before, and I really didn't know you very much, not knowing that there was really a connection between us. But then I became very curious in following the election, the recently concluded elections. And I was actually impressed because, like I said, when you started your flyers, I was seeing that every flyer that followed the other flyer, it was better. It was done better than the previous flyer. So I saw a progressive campaign emerging out of your efforts. Okay, so that kind of made me to think about this candidate. Now, I did it exactly based on what you reflected as a candidate. But today, I am going back to that reality and to ask you a couple of questions. But first, tell us about who you are. Who is Lulu Luseni Agba?
Well, Lulu is she's just a humble person, a friendly person, married with 2 children, and love SLPP to my bone. And profession, a nurse. And I just love I just love seeing people being okay. I mean, I love to help out, if I can use that word. I love to help people out, if I can. If I cannot, then whatever I can do, let me just put it that way. But as a nurse, you have to have that empathy. And then when you see people at their lowest, you want to jump in and do the best you can as a nurse, so that's just Lulu sitting in front of you. And of course, I have my mom and my dad, and people that knows Lulu knows that I'm always up and down with my dad. You know, oh, I'm taking my dad this way. I'm taking my dad here. I'm taking my dad here because of health issues. So yeah, so that's the Lulu sitting in front of you, sir.
Well, that is really good. And being empathetic is a good characteristic of a good politician too. So that
Thank
brings me to
you.
the point. When did you join the Washington Metro chapter SLPP?
I joined the Washington Metro chapter sometime in 2018, maybe. 2018, maybe, yeah.
2018. And since then, you've held a couple of positions, right?
Oh, yeah, I've held I'm the P.R.O.
The public
then, and
relations
then I
officer.
won, yeah, and then I won my re-election again. Yeah.
Okay. So who was the candidate that went up against you?
Oh, it was a gentleman, very fine gentleman, Mr. Ansu. It was a Mr. Ansu something. It was
Okay.
a Mr. Ansu was a Bosco guy.
The
So I was
Bosco
like,
guy.
hey,
Okay.
yeah, he was a Bosco guy. So he ran against me, and I was at first, I'm like, hey, you're a Bosco man. Why are you coming to run against me for my re-election, eh? Please don't do this. But we ran a very nice campaign, and I
Mhm.
won.
That's good.
And I mean, definitely,
Congratulations.
we all won. Him and
Yeah.
I won, and of course, definitely, I'm looking forward to working with him. You know, he's
Great.
a fine
Great.
he's a fine guy too. You know,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. That's
yeah.
nice. Well, congratulations on that victory. But again,
Thank you.
while you were working on that campaign, you were also working on another campaign for the regional office of the women's leader. Now, why did
Yes.
you decide to run for the position of women's leader in the region?
Well, I decided to do that. I mean, I was running the campaign at the chapter level, and then I decided to run the campaign at the regional women's wing level because the women's wing was actually dead, if I can put it that way, because I look at it like, you know what, I want to resuscitate this the women's wing because nothing was happening. Of course, definitely we are there every day saying, "Oh, happy birthday," or "Oh, rest in peace." That's what we normally say there. But then, and I mean, that's just in a joking way, you know, we were doing that. But then looking at the 2023 approaching fast, and His Excellency Julius Maada Bio's government has done so much, so well, and there's no way the women of this region cannot contribute coming 2023. And I looked at it like, oh, okay, wow. We're just not doing anything. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's calling us to or meeting or saying, hey, look, 2023 is approaching fast. And the opposition, of course, APC is not sitting down like singing Kumbaya. No, I mean, they are doing their own thing. So I looked at that, there was nothing happening. So I look at it and say, okay, you know what? Maybe the best thing for me to do to help bring women on board because we have this discord. The discord is so much, so much, so much in, well, you know, again, we are women, but the peaceful SLPP women's wing in North America, I did not see that. And I said, you know what? Let me pick up this mantle and see if I can bring peace to unify the women of this region so we can all come together. Because when you have that force, when we are together, we can come out with with a very big, nice agreement, nice result that everybody will be happy, you know. But that's what I run on, like unifying the women's wing in SLPP North America region. That's what I was running on, to unify us, bring us together. So at least when we are together, we can um we can put things on the table, collaborate, we can come together, everybody's input, you know, is valid, is, I mean, I'll listen to everybody, then we all can make that decision, whatever decision that we have to make then and there, we can make that decision and then we can go with that. That's why I looked at it and say, you know what? I'm running two campaigns. It's let's say 1.5 months to 2 months campaign that I was running, the chapter level and the regional level. So that's what really, I mean, it touches me to do that because the women's wing was just laying down there dead, you know. That's what got me into the region.
Well, I can definitely see your motivation and the way you have articulated the reasons. I think that is enough good reason for actually to be involved in this region. Now, talking about that election, I realized it was the most competitive, even more it was the most competitive, right? None of the other positions come that close to it. And the difference between the winner and you who lost is so small that in certain situations it would have actually warranted further investigation. However, you decided to let it go, right? You decided to let it go because no matter how you look at it, based on just the election, the women's wing is already strongly divided in terms of who really is the leader, right? No, why did you decide to not push for, an investigation into the outcome of that result? Did you have so much confidence in the electoral body that was set up, or did you just feel like we are in a struggle right now? So let us don't waste our time on this issue and let's look at the bigger picture.
Thank you very much, Mr. Askia. To be honest with you, I want us, SLPP, to win the next coming election 2023. So I am talking to people about unification. I am talking to people about collaboration. So yes, I do have confidence, I'll say, in the electoral commissioners. I do. So if that's what they said, that's what the results were. That's fine. That's fine by me. I am not a bitter person. I I want things done the right way. I want things done. So I believe in my mind, in my heart and soul. I believed whatever they said to me that day, that's what it was. Social media, they're saying X, Y, and Z, fine. But I want us to put the party first. I want us to put SLPP first, not um not me, my child, my husband. No, I want us to put SLPP first. So in that case, I look at it, okay, this is what they said. Fine, I agree with it. So there was no reason for me to go and contest that, oh, okay, well, the margin is small. That's fine. It's okay by me. As long as we are doing what we're supposed to do, I'm fine with that.
Fantastic. So now let's look at the way forward. You have returned back to the chapter as
Yeah.
public relations officer, right?
Yes.
And looking at how you did your campaigns, I know that you have actually um, acquired a lot of skills on how you're going to be projecting the image of your office vis-a-vis the chapter, vis-a-vis the region, right? What are some of the plans that you have in promoting the party at the chapter level as well as the regional level?
Well, I mean, again, thank you for that question. I will not go up as a PRO of my chapter, Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
I will not go up to the regional level, but definitely I can bring whatever that is that has to do with Washington D.C. I can bring that to the region.
Uh-huh.
I cannot do anything that has to do with the region PRO. No,
Mm-hmm.
that's under no because I mean that's I didn't run for the regional PRO. I ran for the chapter PRO, Washington DC chapter PRO. So that's the only thing I can do wherein I can disseminate whatever we are doing. I can take it out there and say, hey, this is what we are doing. And then whatever I see that is out there that Washington DC needs to know, I can bring it to us. And of course, definitely I can defend my chapter out there, wherein I can stand out there openly and talked about my chapter in a way that a public relation officer will speak for my chapter. So definitely that's those are the things that I would do and more to it. So those are the things that I would do.
Good point. But here's the thing, though. The region has just elected a very dynamic PRO in the person of Gentle, the political hot goose. And
Okay.
I don't quite remember, but Gentle has sent out a release, a letter, trying to reach out to all the PROs in the region. I think he has a vision for how PROs at each chapter can work at a regional collaboration. Have you received that letter yet? Are you aware of that letter?
Um
It was posted on the forums.
yes, the letter was posted on the North America Forum. That's where I saw it.
Yeah.
Yes. And definitely yes, I mean I knew then Gentle won the P.R.O election. So yes, I saw that, and I'm ready to work with them in any way that is good for the SLPP. You know, I'm ready to work with them. Definitely, yes.
That's
So I
nice.
gave him, I definitely gave him my name and number, and then my chairman, Mrs. Worry, also sent out my name, which she posted on our Washington DC forum that
Mhm.
she already sent out my name to Gentle. So which is yeah, which I am aware of that. Yes, and
Okay,
I'm ready to work for SLPP wherever I'm needed.
sweet. Well, now you have been active in the SLPP and you made your first move to be involved administratively at the regional level. You have observed what has been going on. The point I'm trying to arrive at is that what makes us a region, according to the current constitution from the national office, is that we should have 600 members in this region. 600 members, right? Um, Now, if someone were to ask you, like I'm asking you now, based on your experiences, what would you say are the great things that we are doing regionally to mobilize people? And where do you think we have some lapses that we need to do better based on your experience, both at the chapter levels and at the regional level?
Thank you, Mr. Askia. I believe in collaboration. Collaboration, collaboration, collaboration. We all, as SLPP, should come together. Even if the region, as the constitution says, Like the new one, I haven't read the whole thing because it's so much. But even if they said, okay, to become a region, you should be 600 plus. But I'm looking at it at like if we all come together, we all shooting for the same goal for SLPP to be on top. So if we are all shooting for the same goal, trust me, I'm not really too worried about the 600, about the region status or whatever. I am worried about us being unified. We have to have that unification. We have to be as one body. When we are one and we go in that one unit, I believe we can come out strong against the opposition, because we should not be in SLPP and fighting each other. We are giving weapon to the outsiders. We cannot do that. So what we need to do as SLPPs, SLPPs, we have to come together and be that one body and speak in one voice, one agenda, and we can take it from there and go further. But if we're fighting each other, it's not good. We have to, us now, we have to come together and go into or help out the whatever way we can help out the BO government. We have to help them to go through the 2023 re-election. That's where my focus is right now.
Since your focus is on 2023, do you plan on being on the ground for some of the campaign, part of the campaign, or all of the campaign at
Most
the
of it,
most
yes.
crucial part? Most
Most
of
of
it.
it, yes. Most of it, yes.
Okay, that's
I will
good.
not even hold you up to that. Most of it, yes.
Sweet, sweet. Well, that's good. And it's been a good time talking to you. This is just the beginning of some of the interviews we start to bring out here. And we hope that from time to time, you will come on our platform to discuss your successes, your challenges as a P.R.O, and your involvement in the chapter achievements and, growth, right? It's been a good time to talk with you, Lulu, and I look forward to more of this as we move along.
Thank you so much, Mr. Askia. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So you have
Thank
a
you.
great day and God bless you.
And God bless you too. Thank you.